Hey, how's it going? I'm Nick, and this is a short little video that I wanted to make about this hand tapping machine because I don't think I've actually ever shown this on camera. I believe it's Grizzly branded, although the nameplates have come off. It came packed in cosmoline and styrofoam. Made in China, obviously. The base and the arm are made of cast iron. However, this little fulcrum piece, I believe that's wood, painted to look like cast iron, as is this little bit holder in the back is wood that's painted with like a little hammer tone finish to make it look like metal, but it's not. But anyways, how it works, it's got this arbor here that is fixed perpendicular to the table. You've got a little clamping setup, little vise that you can adjust the width of depending on your piece. You've got this arm with a counterweight that actually supports the weight of the arbor here. And you got this handle, and the handle is kind of neat. It has a short side and a long side, and the way you use it is like anytime you're tapping a hole, you go in like a quarter turn, and you back off a quarter turn, and you go forward a little past that and keep going until you've tapped the hole all the way through. And so the way that looks on this machine with the unequal length arms is you kind of do a rocking motion with your right hand, then with your left hand, something like that. And it actually works really quickly and really effectively. And I use this machine quite a bit actually because a lot of the parts that I sell on my website have tapped holes, and this really speeds up the process. You don't have to chuck it in a drill press to make sure that it's straight or anything like that. You can do the entire tapping operation with this machine. So this is a Fiat Spider seat mount adapter bracket that I make. These are cut out from Sencut Send, and I tap 2 holes on them, and I countersink 2 holes on them. So let's tap a hole. Just going to add a little bit of tapping oil. And this is an M10 tap, so it's definitely not small. But I figure we can tap this hole in probably about 20 seconds. You can see the holder at the bottom kind of loosens up as you use it, but that's okay because it doesn't allow it to rotate. It just holds it in place well enough, I guess. So you can see I've done this sort of rocking motion, swapping sides of the long arm maybe about 8 to 10 times. And now there's no more resistance. This hole is completely tapped straight through. And as I remove it, the counterweight lifts it up beautifully, and that's a nice tapped hole. Let's do the other side. Just a little bit of oil on the tap. A little bit of pressure to get it started. And this machine keeps the tap perfectly straight, of course. I don't really remember how much I paid for this. I want to say maybe, I don't know, it wasn't too much, maybe $120 or so a couple years ago. And I did buy it off of the Grizzly website. But I'm sure there's off-brand versions of this same tool available elsewhere, probably for cheaper. And that's that. I actually really love this thing. The tools are interchangeable. Obviously, there's different diameter. It's not really a collet, but I'll call it a collet. I'll call it a collet. And it's held in place actually with a little spring-loaded ball detent in there. And so you can swap out for, let's see, say an M3. That just pops in there, and there you go. And this comes with 9 different sizes. I'm not exactly sure what is what though. They're not marked, so you might just have to do some trial fitting with the taps that you have. It does have these 2 mounting holes so that you can bolt it to your workbench, but my workbench isn't very large, so I just hold it with a C-clamp right there and I can remove it when I'm not using it. And I have this little spring clamp to hold the C-clamp. The counterweight is adjustable. It's got a little set screw there so you can move the position on there depending on, I guess, the weight of the tap that you're using. That being said, I don't think I've ever had to really mess with that too much. Let's do one more. When I set this up, I just took it out of the box and I bolted it together. I did notice that the holes in the base that are counterbored for the cap head screws, they're a little bit oversized, so you might have to shift it left or right a little bit to line up with the hole right there. You may also need to shim the base if you measure it and determine that the arbor isn't perfectly true with the table, but I didn't do that. I just put it together. Yeah, so there's that. I'll put a link in the description for where you can buy this thing, if it is still available for sale. And thanks for watching.